to meet their current needs, right? We want the right equipment in the right place at the right time. And that's what creates a customer for life. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking for a 5-year relationship. We want a lifetime relationship. Things change, right? It's just something you can't get with the bank. Again, your number, you committed to it, you own it. If you don't need it anymore, guess what? You get to pay for it, even if it sits in a closet.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Klik TV Online. My name is Brooke Loafman, also known as Tech Barbie. And today I am joined with the amazing Brian Harris, who is the director of TotalPrint USA. Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing today, Brian?
Doing great. It's Friday, and nothing better than a Friday.
I couldn't agree more. I think we'll just dive right in, if that's okay with you. My first question I wanted to ask you today is, how would you describe the work that you do at TotalPrint, and what sets you apart from your competitors in this industry?
Okay, so that's a good question. At the most basic level, we provide and support print and copy solutions across the U.S., from small desktop devices to the largest floor-standing copiers they make. In addition to that, a big part of our business is really supporting existing equipment that the client already owns, and we support with toner, parts, and service. It's a way that we can protect their investments if they've already bought equipment. Regardless of what a solution is, what we bring to the table is savings, and more importantly, the client and their partners don't have to deal with print anymore. So that's something that they enjoy. I would like to add, we are the largest provider of the well-known names like HP, Canon, Konica Minolta, but the client need is what dictates who we lead with. The reality is, in this business, devices all break down for a variety of reasons, and who is supporting you is much more important than a manufacturer you might prefer.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And I know that TotalPrint provides the option to rent rather than lease copiers. How does this benefit the client in the long run?
Well, I say no to leasing. Now, I would like to discuss the lease side first, but know that we could do a separate interview on just what to look out for if you're in a lease now, considering a lease, or simply wanting to get out of one. Any business currently that has a copier, they either purchased it or they leased it. Just like buying a new car. Those are the only options that you were really ever presented. So when you think about that traditional lease, right? Once you sign on the dotted line, the bank owns your equipment. The company and the sales rep that sold you that equipment, they're paid out 100%, and you are handed off and at the mercy of a service department, or even worse, an outsourced service department. So trust me, banks don't care if you need change. They don't care if a device reached end of life before your lease was actually up. They don't care if your service isn't good. You are a number, right? So that's the leasing side. Yeah. Now, if you contrast that with our rental model, where we own the equipment that we place at your location. We don't sell the equipment to a bank. The benefits of this are many, right? So again, back to simplicity and also flexibility. Smaller businesses, they enjoy our model because we don't make them do financial gymnastics. We have an easy to understand one-page agreement. There's no gotchas in it. And believe me, I've had a lot of conversations, and you couldn't believe how many people sign these documents without really knowing what they're getting themselves into. Now, if I talk about larger businesses, they really take advantage of the flexibility we provide, the ability to upgrade and downgrade and change devices to meet their current needs, right? We want the right equipment in the right place at the right time. And that's what creates a customer for life. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking for a 5-year relationship. We want a lifetime relationship.
Yeah, so in whatever directions or ways they decide to grow, then TotalPrint will be able to get them the best technology, the best devices for where they're at that time.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point you just made. things change, right? It's just something you can't get with the bank. Again, your number, you committed to it, you own it. If you don't need it anymore, guess what? You get to pay for it, even if it sits in a closet.
And I know that TotalPrint is partnered with Klik Solutions. And in your opinion, what makes TotalPrint the right match for Klik and for other MSPs?
Well, I mean, I think we have the same mentality with dealing with your team for over a year now. Take care of the client first, sort the details out later. Service is what matters most. And so that's what Klik gets with TotalPrint, as one company that can support, all their clients. And that really brings consistency. Regarding, other MSPs, in 2023, I think we added over 200 MSPs that are now promoting and selling or helping us sell our program in 45 states. So we must be doing something right.
Totally. Yeah. That's awesome for you guys. What are some challenges that you've run into as a business? And can you tell me about the steps that were taken to overcome them?
The pandemic, right?
That's just like in itself. Crazy.
Yeah. So that was, when that was getting real, all of a sudden your restaurant was shutting down and sporting teams were taking a break. Most companies were hunkering down, like cutting costs, preparing for the unknown, right? And you contrast that with us at TotalPrint, and because we have some outstanding leadership that really looks forward, we did the opposite. So when it got serious, we didn't hunker down. We bought every toner cartridge. We already have warehouses full of them, but we bought every toner cartridge on the market. We made sure we had inventory. We did not release any technicians at all. We were actually buying companies and growing our service footprint. We had many companies that did not survive the pandemic, but the ones that did, they had a solid partner that was ready to help them open the doors. And, we knew there was going to be a global supply chain. Everybody felt that. It wasn't just toilet paper, right? It was...
God, still reminds me. Oh my
goodness. Yeah. It was everything. So we were positioned. We had service technicians ready to go. We had supplies. We had hardware. In the end, the pandemic made us stronger because we were able to support our clients in the most difficult times. And, they remember that. Believe me, you have customers that have printers and copiers, it's printers and copiers. I get it. But there was many companies in our industry that could not even supply toner. And, that's kind of a big deal. That's the gasoline of the copier. So
yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to print anything effectively when you're missing the parts. That's amazing that you took a time period that was so difficult on everybody and you were able to actually improve yourselves and help other people at the same time. I think that's great. Now that we're talking about some of the amazing wins that you had during COVID, are there any wins that you would like to highlight from the last year in 2023? And then what are your goals for this year in 2024?
Klik Solutions, let's talk about it, right? Had a client in a traditional copier lease, national footprint up and down the coast. We did a complete refresh of all their equipment as the lease expired. We cut their costs in half. And I talked about that flexibility, right? So a larger client like that I'm speaking of, it's hard for them to make a perfect 5-year decision on what they're going to need. So we put in what we thought was best. And as we got through towards the end of it, we started massaging different pieces of equipment in place to meet their needs, right? They didn't have to make the perfect decision. So it was a great win for Klik, great win for TotalPrint, and most importantly, the client benefited. And regarding our goals for 2024, we had some exciting stuff coming up. We want to engage more with the MSP community. We want to engage with things that are important to them. We're rolling out a new PRM, which is going to make just communicating much better with our end users, our clients, and our MSP partners. And, we're just going to look to continue to grow. And, companies like Klik, you entrust us with your clients, and we know we're a reflection of you, and we take it very seriously.
Brian, thank you so much for sitting down with me, having this conversation today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for your patience. We made it happen.
We made it happen. Until next time, thank you for watching Klik TV Online. See ya.